Mother!
Mika, it can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him. To make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my... It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down. Glorious. Serana claims you're her guardian, yet Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent... You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her... The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the... When I fled Castle Volk, the scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of all... The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. You think I'd have the audacity... The scrolls are merely a... to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. You think I'd... The scrolls are mere... When I fled Castle Volkahar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. You think I'd have the audacity to... The scrolls are merely a means. When I... The scroll The second scroll like myself. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. You survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. It was expected of her. Just being selected as an offering to Molig Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have dared to... Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible. If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires. And how exactly do you plan on stopping him? Have you been listening to me? Like Serana, I'm a pure-blooded vampire. You care nothing for Serana, or our... Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed. Serana, this stranger aligns himself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to him.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Sarana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat, but for Sarana's sake, Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. You need to locate the tallest at their bases. Destroy the keepers that are tending them. One more word of warning. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer. Be careful, and keep my daughters.
What? Jackass! What? Jackass! What? Jackass! What? Nah! What? Jackass! What? Now! What? Lakas! 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 What? Lakas!
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
I hear something.
Defend yourselves.
I knew I heard something. Come on, he's leading us to this floor.
Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I would. Volumes written on Durnevere. Yes. The soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form, while he reconstitutes in minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll, and you can be on your way. What did you want?
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone.
Now that you've retrieved the... So my daughter applied some of the lesson. Don't worry. I think I can help you. Your soul essence. You simply need to retrieve the gem. There's an offering altar. No. Is there anything else? I have no choice. As I told you, if I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition. As much as it pains me to... Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to... And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe.
I can't believe we found my mother alive.
She's the only thing of value I have left. Did you have anything to ask before you depart? Farewell. Harkon's...
What? Jackass!
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin. Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death. The hostility was necessary. I was bound to an oath. I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and my claws have rendered the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on. I therefore honor name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue. Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you. For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the ideal masters. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there. My desire to speak with you was... I merely wish to... For before this, I fear that my time... If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, I will place my name with you, and grant... Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum. Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right. In my language, the Quinarin is the Vanquisher, the one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle. You are the Dovahkiin, the Dragonborn. You may not be one of us in body, but you have earned the right to bear this title. There was a time when I called Tamriel my home, but those days have long since passed. The Dova roamed the skies, vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately fatal battles. I was, but unlike some of my brethren, I began to explore what the Dova call Elok, the ideal man. In return, I was to serve them as a keeper until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica. I discovered too late that the Ideal Masters favor deception over honor and had no intention of releasing me from... They had control of my mind, but fortunately they couldn't possess my soul. Free? No. The Soul Cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there through your call.
Wood, Nakas! Wood! Wood, Nakas! Wood! Wood! Nakas! Wood! Nakas! Wood! Nakas! Wood! Wood! Wood!
did you come from? Come on, let's go home.
Good!
Who's there?
Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast!
Done and done.
Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast! Good! Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast! Good! Nak! Good! Nakast! Good! Good! Nakast! 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 Good! Na! Good! Nakast! Good! Na! Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast! Good! Nakast! Good!